boys.
What brings hell?
I am the Chuckness.
I am Mean Machine.
And today, we checking out some Sage Francis.
Never heard of him.
I wonder if he's a makeshift patriot.
That's what he claims.
Yeah. The known unsoldier sick of waging war. The
Wow.
I like that. I really like that picture there with the X on the eyes.
Yeah.
Just everything going on. I don't know what's going on in this portion. Is that a
camera?
camera? Old school camera?
Very old school.
Yeah.
One of those that would blind you.
Yeah. But I'm ready to dive in. How about you?
Oh, I'm not particularly good at breaking songs down. And I hope it's not one of those songs.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those songs.
Oh. All right.
You can tell. Just look at about the artist. Scroll that up for you. You can tell. It's there's some intellectual things going on here.
You're gonna have to give me a break, guys.
We're gonna have some fun. And you know what? I'm gonna let you go first after the song. See what you can do.
All right.
Let's get it.
I've heard enough of you young fellows who think you know it all. You know nothing. You have not seen a shot fired, and you're waving the damn flag.
Frank, what's up, man? Watching some bullshit on the news. Fucking bullshit. Reporters trying to win the fucking Emmy.
Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. It's the makeshift, the Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself via live telecast. Coming live from my own funeral. Beautiful weather offered a nice shine, which is suitable for a full view of a forever altered skyline. It's times like these I freestyle biased opinions. Every other sentence, my journalist ethics slip when I pass them off as objective. Don't give me that ethical shit. I've got exclusive explicit images to present to impressionable American kids, and it's time to show this world how big our edifice is. That's exactly what they attacked when a typically dark-skinned Disney villain used civilians against civilians and charged the Trojan horses into our building. Using commercial aviation as instruments of destruction. Pregnant women couldn't protect their children. Wheelchairs were stairway obstructions. I have to backpedal from the shower of glass and metal, wondering how after it settles we'll find who provided power to radical rebels. The melting pot seems to be calling the kettle black when it boils over, but only on our own soil. So the little boy holds a toy soldier and waits for the suit and tie to come home. We won't wait till he's older before we destroy hopes for a colder war to end. I get a close-up of his head. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. How's my hair look? Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. Run that tape back. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. It looks just like a movie. It's the makeshift, the Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself while the stock markets crash. The city is covered in inches of muck. I see some other pictures of victims are up. Grieving mothers are thinking their children are stuck. Leaping lovers are making decisions to jump while holding hands to escape the brutal heat, sometimes in groups of three. The fallout goes far beyond the toxic clouds where people look like debris. But all they saw after all was said, beyond the talking heads, was the bloody dust with legs looking like the Walking Dead calling for meds. But all the hospitals are overwhelmed. Volunteers need to go the hell home. Moments of silence for firefighters were interrupted by cell phones. Who's gonna make that call to increase an unknown death toll? It's the one we rally behind. He's got a megaphone promising to make heads roll. We cheer him on, but asbestos is affecting our breath control. The less we know, the more they fabricate, the easier it is to sell souls. There is a new price on freedom, so buy into it while supplies last. Changes need to be made. No more curbside baggage. 7 p.m. curfew. Racial profiling will continue with less bitching. We've unified over who to kill, so until I find more relevant scripture to quote, remember, our God is bigger, stronger, smarter, and much wealthier. So wave those flags with pride, especially the white part. We're selling addictive live 24-hour candlelight vigils in TVs. Freedom will be defended at the cost of civil liberties. The viewers are glued to television screens, stuck, cause lots of things seem too sick. I use opportunities to pluck heartstrings for theme music. I show you which culture to pump your fist at, which foot is right to kiss. We don't really know who the culprit is yet, but he looks like this. We know who the heroes are, they're not the xenophobes who act hard. We taught that dog to squat, how dare he do that shit in our own backyard? They happen to scar our financial state and char our landscape. Can you count how many times so far I ran back the same damn tape? While the cameraman creates news and shoves it down our throats on the West Bank with a 10-second clip put on constant loop to provoke US angst. So get your tanks and load your guns and hold your sons in a family huddle. Cause even if we win this tug of war and even the score, humanity struggles. There's a need of blood for what's been uncovered under the rubble. Some of them dug for answers in the mess, but the rest were looking for trouble. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. Makeshift Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself at half-mast. It's the makeshift, the Patriot, the flag shop is out of stock. I hang myself. Don't wave your rights with your flags.
Seriously, if I want to find out anything, I'm not going to read Time magazine. I'm not going to read Newsweek. I'm not going to read any of these magazines. I mean, because they just got too much to lose by printing the truth. You know that.
What kinds of truths are they?
On anything, even on a worldwide basis. They just go off the stands in a day if they printed really the truth.
What is really the truth?
Really the truth is just a plain picture.
Oh,
What do you got for me?
I mean, I wish I could tell you. It was so complex.
So what I noticed in this, all right, is reporters faking it. Reporters trying to win a fucking Emmy.
So
On the
spread
news is
fake,
fucking bullshit.
fake news.
Fake news everywhere.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Coming live from my own funeral, beautiful weather, offered a nice shine. You know how when news reporters are on the scene, they're coming from a really shitty area doing shitty things, and they're trying to be all bubbly.
Mm,
Um,
yeah, I like it.
and how the media spreading all this stuff, right? I mean, it says it's times like these I freestyle biased opinions every other sentence, right? So media's out there being, portraying a lot of biases. Well, not all the media, but a good chunk of it, right? Is portraying a lot of these biases, and because they're making money.
Mhm.
A lot of these news sources aren't to get news out, they're to make money.
Yeah. Yeah.
My journalist ethics slips when I pass them off as objective. Don't give me that ethical shit. I've got exclusive, explicit images to present impressionable American kids. Because, American kids are impressionable and they're, right? We're shoving it down their throat like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. And then throughout this, I mean, that's exactly how they attacked when a typical dark-skinned Disney villain used civilians against civilians and charged the Trojan horse into our buildings. Literally, the imagery of like those old school kid shows, right? You see, whether it's a dark-skinned person that's the bad guy and a light-skinned person that's the good guy, or like even when it goes down to animals, right? The rat's always the bad guy. We're portraying that rat, and rats are bad just right off the bat because they're just the bad guys and everything.
I can see that.
So that it's portraying a bit of the racism that's implemented in the media and stuff and everything that even our kids are intaking, which is a problem.
Yeah.
But it's cueing a lot and all of that. And I will say this much about the song: like, I love the how deep it is and how we're going after the media because the media sucks, right? Especially the news stations that are again for profit, which there's nothing inherently wrong with being for profit,
No.
but when you are doing it at the expense of the truth, when you are a news network, you're like, what I want from you is the truth,
Yeah.
right? I want the good, the bad, and the ugly,
Yeah. Well,
right?
most of the time you got to do your research to find out what the heck the truth is.
Right.
Some people will believe what you.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go on Facebook, believe that
Yeah.
without even doing any research.
Right. And when you're a media source or you're a paid media source, like he threw out in the song, at the end there, where was it? It was down here.
Sounds like an interview. With
Yeah.
somebody.
So Time Magazine, Newsweek, they threw them out like straight up for omitting truths, right? And just, hey, this is the narrative we want, so here it is. And now, mind you, I don't know anything about Newsweek or Time Magazine because I don't read it. But we're throwing that stuff out there and we're saying, hey, not all this stuff's true. You got to do research in order to figure it out. Which, if you're a news organization, I shouldn't have to do research. You
Yeah.
should just be telling me the truth.
Yeah. No, I don't mind songs like this that speak the truth and.
Yeah. This is definitely more like it's songs like this that are really on my side, like more for me,
Mhm.
because I love just the lyricism. You give me the lyrics to just take in, and now mind you, a lot of this stuff I could be completely off. And that's okay because I'll learn something new from it later on when I listen to it a few more times.
Yeah, no, it seems like a song that you'd have to listen to a lot
Yeah,
just to pick apart like every bar in the song.
right. Which that's fantastic to me.
It's smart. Plus, you have to listen to it. He'll get plays over if you listen to it over and over.
Right.
It's smart. I mean,
Yeah.
I like it.
I will say I'm not a big fan of the chorus though.
Like, because it goes over and over.
Yeah, it's just the same three lines repeated.
Yeah,
Not really my
pretty much the same way over and over too.
yeah. I like how he ends them a little differently each time though. Like I hang myself live from your telecast. And then the next time was while the stock market crashes. I mean, I like how he mixes that up, but it just feels like those parts feel repetitive, but obviously it's not a big deal because it's just those simple spots. Not a big deal. All that being said, I love the deeper meanings.
Yeah,
I think it's something that, you know, people you gotta take it for what it is, right? The the media is gonna tell you half truths, and you gotta do some research to figure out the rest. It is what it is. That's the world we live in. Again,
yep, especially when people have an opinion.
yeah. And everybody has the right to have an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So and again, like I said, there's nothing inherently wrong with
I just don't think
being for profit.
people are willing to hear other people out.
Yeah. Well, that's
They just
part of it.
think it's my way or the highway.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the problem with the closed-minded, bullheaded nature of society nowadays, right?
Mhm.
And especially with where we grew up, right? Growing up in the rural areas of the Midwest, things are a certain way, and I mean, you have you personally, right? You have some old school tendencies and some old school vibes, and there's again nothing wrong with that. But you also know we got to move forward.
Yeah,
Technology is not a bad thing. It sucks when it doesn't work, but it's great when it does.
I'm also willing to hear people out
Right.
too.
And you got to have an open mind. And well, there's there's the line of ignorance bubbles, which Pyro was talking about the one day. He said each area has, they're ignorant to something in these bubbles, right? And until you pop those bubbles, not everybody can be smart.
Yeah, I mean, some people probably just never heard of it,
Right.
and
But yeah, I mean, I really like where this is at. The sound of it was decent. I mean, his flow's pretty solid.
His flow's good.
I like it. It's just that chorus I'm not a fan of. Outside of that, I really do enjoy the song a lot.
Yeah.
Where are you going rating wise?
I kind of want to listen to it again so I can actually wrap my mind around it.
Right.
So I'm probably gonna 6.2.
6-2?
I'm definitely gonna put it in my playlist so I can wrap my head around it.
Yeah. I'm going with a 7-6 going in a playlist for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Again, it's those songs that just get my brain churning that I really, really enjoy. And I've gotten a lot of that from listening to Sage Francis too. So that helps out a ton.
I'd probably go higher once I listen to it more and pick it apart more.
Yeah.
But just because I don't,
You're not comprehending it. There's
Yeah.
a lot there.
there's a lot.
A lot to unpack. That being said, we are two boys.
One brain cell.
I am the Chuckness.
I am the Yeet Master.
And that's it for us. Peace out.